The purpose of the 2023 Los Angeles Lead Summit, hosted by Painted Brain, is to uplift the lived experience by having conversations about what is working and what is not working in the current mental health system from a peer perspective. These conversations will be shared at the California State Conference with peers throughout the state to see where what is working and what isn't working overlaps. The feedback will be used to support the advocacy initiatives in the June 2023 California State Lead Conference in Sacramento, hosted by the California Association of Mental Health Peer-run Organizations, CAMHPRO. My name is Tristan Scremin, and I will be in conversation with today's storytellers about their lived experience in the mental health system. Let's lead the way by using our peer voice for advocacy. Welcome, and thank you for agreeing to share your lived experience with us all. What is your name, pronouns, and how do you identify?
My name is Jim the Hat Whitener. My pronouns is he, she, we, they, you, yours, and it. That's why you have Jim the Hat, a universal pronoun.
Okay. Do you identify as a peer, or do you identify as a person with lived experience, a caregiver? How would you say that?
Lived experience for the last 10 years, also caregiver involved in suicide prevention.
Excellent. Thank you. Considering your lived experience, what do you think is working in the current mental health system? Share times when you felt like your interactions with the mental health system supported or was helped, and a good experience. What is currently working in the mental health system?
What is currently working is being able to have conferences like this in order that we may be able to have shared experience from others. When I started out about 9 years ago, this is when the Hat was born. At that conference, I found out I was a dry alcoholic because of the medicine I took, Primatine Mist. 34% alcohol with steroids. No wonder I walked around mean. But because of that conference, I was able to go back and use the research method learned by JW.org and find out what that alcohol did to me. Made me like Mike Tyson on steroids.
Okay, great. Thank you for answering. Considering your lived experience, what do you think is not working in the current mental health system? Share times where you felt that interactions with the mental health system did not support you and was harmful to you and receiving services or your recovery journey.
Well, like I said, a pronoun is a matter of being universal. That's where I get the hat from. And in doing so, I don't deal with opinions. I deal with universal facts like the sun come up in the east and water is wet. And I learned that from jw.org. That's what worked for everybody. So when I went to express these ideals that work for everybody, I was told, Jim the Hat, keep your belief to yourself. But that was taken care of. But because that person was a commissioner, they actually was silencing me from speaking out. They were new. They didn't know anything about me being in mental health for 10 years. But they was, by the Department of Mental Health policy of listening to your ministers and spiritual advisors, they actually took a turnaround. But the idea that somebody would silence somebody, period, right or wrong, that's not what we're here for.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. For our closing question, and in 60 seconds, what is one thing you hope everyone will leave here with today? What's one thing that you hope people will take home and when they go home today?
Well, what is so astounding right now in the Department of Mental Health is the Peer Resource Center is opening up to the advice and spiritual advice coming from jw.org to be able to see it's a matter of us being humans. It's not just a sect. It ain't just this way or that way. It's not an opinion, but it deals with the mental health article and help from the Bible, which is a human level that we all are on. All humans' blood is red. Water's wet. Sun rises up in the east. JW.org got EVP methods that work.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for your time and sharing your lived experience as a form of advocacy here at the 2023 Los Angeles Regional Lead Summit.